KG, what do you think was the turning point in the second half that got you guys going?
I think the bucket by Jayla at the end of the fourth quarter kind of gave everybody just like a sigh of relief. Cass hits the three, kind of bounces around and goes in. Jayla hits another three. It's almost like that kind of just let the lid come off the basket there for us. We knew this was going to be a tough game. They are really, really good. They're solid defensively. Knew we were going to have to grind things out, and then you come out and you got heavy legs and thought first quarter we moved the ball great. First half we're 0 for 8 from 3. Got good looks. Thought of those 8 we forced 2, but the other 6 were really, really clean looks. Second half we go 4 for 6. The ball just goes in a little bit differently. We've got to do a better job of throwing the ball inside to Caitlin and Ricky and giving them a little bit cleaner opportunities, but credit Illinois State, the way they guarded, the way they set in gaps. They forced us a little bit outside of our comfort zone for a little bit, and we were able to kind of figure it out once we started making shots.
Do you think the Maryland game and how that game ended played into first half today?
Yes and no. I think we had turned the page a little bit, but at the same time it's in the back of your mind. I mean, that was pretty soul crushing. I guess actually in all my life as a player or as a coach, I've never lost at the buzzer. There's always been time left, and so a little different experience for a lot of us, and thought we let one slip through our fingers, on Thursday, and you come back against a really, really good team that has a chance to win their league. I think it's probably them and Drake in the Missouri Valley, and they've already knocked off Wisconsin. They've already beaten a Big Ten team, so talk about a team that plays hard, plays together, and full of confidence. This could have gone the other way, and just really, really proud of our kids for gutting it out and staying the course with each other.
How valuable was it to have, I believe everybody scored over 5 points today. How valuable was that to have that balance in a game like this?
Yeah, in a game when we're not really scoring it, the fact that everybody was able to make a shot when we needed it. I thought Jayla was really good in the second half for us. Ricky was strong enough inside for us, and Ava rim run in there in the fourth quarter was good. But just really solid balance for our ball club, and Laisha has 14 and nobody else is in double figures, but you look at the board and it's, like you said, it's 9-8, 9-7-6. I mean, that's a lot of good balance, and I think at one time we looked down and we're shooting 33%, but we find a way to get it up to 51%, so that fourth quarter offensively was just something special for us.
And last thing for me, obviously Madison didn't play today. Do you have any update on her?
Yeah, she's just a little under the weather. No fever, so no COVID. Just want to make sure we were protecting her there.
Kind of going off of that, talk about Abby's performance today, coming off the bench, getting that start today. Season high in rebounds with 7. Talk about her today.
Yeah, I mean, Abby's a starter. I know we bring her off the bench, and we talk about it all the time. We feel comfortable starting Abby. We feel comfortable we start Ricky. We feel comfortable we start Jayla. I think Ava's still evolving into that. But I think that's just the makeup of our ball club. Abby's been a starter her whole life. Really adjusting to coming off the bench is the biggest difference for Abby. But I didn't expect anything less. She's tough, she plays hard, and she absolutely loves Purdue. So good to have her on our ball club.
And do you think that not having Madison on the floor today, what kind of in-game adjustments did you have to make with Abby playing in her place? Obviously they're 2 very different players, so
yeah.
How did you kind of adjust to that, and what did Illinois State kind of show you on defense that limited scoring in the first half?
Yeah, it's a lot different look for us when 33 isn't out there. So just trying to manipulate the defense to put everybody else in different situations. Like you said, Abby's different than Madison. Madison has a different feel for the game, and with length, and Abby's quicker, and just trying to adjust. There was a couple times there in the first half I thought we looked a little lost because there's such a calmness about what Madison does and how she understands where everybody's supposed to be. So without her on the court, putting everybody in their spots was rough, and I think at halftime we were able to settle them down a little bit and try to put them in some situations. It was better in the second half because they were in front of me, and so I could have a little bit more voice of trying to get them in some spots. But then it was all them there in the fourth quarter knocking out shots.
Obviously, over 8 for a start from the 3-point line. Talk about in the second half where Cass hit a big one and Jayla hit 2 big threes to put you guys, ahead by a wider margin. Just talk about the offensive spark and the energy that kind of brings to not only your bench but just the momentum that can carry.
Yeah, like you said, the 3-point shot is almost like the dunk in men's basketball, right? Like it gives a team so much life when the ball goes through the net, and Cass hits the 3, rolls around and drops in. Laisha gets 1, Jayla gets 2. It's something that we need, right? It takes pressure off of Ricky and takes pressure off of Caitlin to score inside all the time. So just big time baskets by our group there in the second half, by the 3 of those stepping up and knocking them down. I think we were really tired, heavy legs in a game like this, coming off 3 games in a tough long week, and final exams coming up. I don't care what anybody says; these kids are human, and there's a lot going on in their academic life right now, and big week for them. So we'll give them a couple days off, and we'll regroup and find a way to keep getting better going into the second half of the season.
Last one for me. You guys have quite a long break between this game and obviously your next one, not until the 21st, when you guys head to College Station. What do you hope to really grind on and work on with your team, playing on your last non-conference game on the road, SEC team? What is your biggest goal for the break?
We got to get better. Our games have been so compacted right now in November, December, where it's a lot of scouting, a lot of on us getting better, and no better time to do it right now. Hopefully, we can learn some things in this week and go to A&M and figure out how to come home from College Station with the win. And then after that, it's another little bit of a learning curve for our team, a learning opportunity, I guess. And then it's the grind of the Big Ten after that, so we better be ready. Thanks, guys.